Are we live?
But I kept entering and exiting until I got this baby. God damn. That should carry me until like level 30. Unfortunately, this is still this, but...
Greetings.
Oh yeah, these things' heads follow you.
Halt!
No. Fuck the Mephisto Soulstone. Who cares? Normal mode. That's the best you could get, a Hell Ruin, I think? Yeah, look how much the damage went up on these two. It was like mid-30s-ish. Now it's over 50. It's very slow on this. Damn. But yeah, I can't stay away from this game. Go figure. This game is my comfort food, basically. Like, even though I now prefer Elden Ring to this, and a couple of other games, this is like my comfort food game, whereas those games, like, are more, like, engaging for me. More stimulating, rather. Pull up my top games of all time. I made this picture a few years ago. Why would it do that? I think I still stand by this. It's not ordered per se, but like, I'd say I put Elden Ring in front of Diablo 2 now. Smash Brothers with friends is always like as good as it gets. Diablo 2 is actually probably third place then. Actually. Yeah. Kind of funny that my most played game of all time, not on the list. Uh-oh. For those curious, it is Maple Story. Uh-oh, I let Wahid die. Maple Story, the game where, well, it's not like this anymore, but back when I was playing it initially,
To see you.
once you got to like level 20-ish, it would take like an hour to level up. Once you got to like level 50-ish, it would take a few hours to level up. Once you got to like level 70-ish, it would take like 5 to 8 hours to level up, depending on like training conditions. And level 90 to 100 took like, if you had the optimal party, 8 to 10 hours. If you didn't, potentially over 15 hours. And all you would get is like basically a Diablo level up's worth of stats. Like, you, except like discount like new skill tiers. Like, once you're like level 90, like you're basically adding 1 to a skill you already have and 5 to like stats. kind of boring. And the drops were super stingy compared to Diablo. Like, you have a higher chance of finding any random high ruin than you do some items in MapleStory.
Not enough mana.
And economizing leveling up because of all, like, how much money potions took was a whole other thing. So sometimes you wouldn't even be able to level up. You'd have to go, like, farm potions. Or money to buy potions.
Greetings.
And basically, once you got to, like, level 70-ish, or 80-ish, every enemy in the game at that point basically 2-hit kills you, or maybe 3-hit kills you if you're a warrior, as opposed to another class. So, you have to even though you're kind of, like, playing with your, like, attention numbed, you can't be too numb, because otherwise you'll die. And something like sticky keys could, like, cause you to die, and, lose like 10% of your experience for your level, which sets you back a couple of hours, basically. And that game also had predatory stuff in it, and it's gotten worse and worse over the years. Like, it started off where the stuff you bought was just like cosmetic, but like things like haircuts for your character and stuff, like, started off random. With the VIP one that lets you choose what you want, being like several times the price. And then, like, items you would buy for cosmetics would last like 90 days. Eventually they let you get them permanently for double the price. But then they regret that and they remove that, unless you already had those things. But then they added new characters that you couldn't transfer those things to, so... And then they started selling ×2 drop, ×2 experience, things that pick up your stuff for you. Kind of like, you know how you could auto pick up gold in Diablo 2 Resurrected? Kind of like that. But it's far more important in that game due to the fact that, like, potions are part of your, like, level up economy. Or money is part of your potion level up economy, rather. Yeah, that game was all kinds of tragic. It was, honestly, the reason why I played it as much as I did was a lot of it was the social aspect, and I hadn't really, up to that point in my life, I never really felt like I made like a name for myself in anything. So like, I kind of wanted to prove that I could, like, so, I know it sounds silly, but I was 15 when I started MapleStory. But it got to the point where I made a guide for an entire class and its 3 subclasses, and for a time that was like the best guide. And I also this was also before YouTube, so it was like a very long text guide. And I was also the 5th highest level of the character in my class of that server. God, that's a lot of criteria. Not the 5th highest level character in the server, not the 5th highest level character in the game, not the 5th highest level of a character class, but the 5th highest level character of a class in my server. But considering how many people were playing it, that's kind of impressive. Less impressive is the fact that I had... My main character was one of the most unpopular classes, which allowed me to do that. Because, like, it was more solo-oriented. But yeah, MapleStory was my most played game of all time, and now it's totally different. Now, you can get from level... Like, if you were paying attention to what I was saying, level, like, 90 to 120, before the 4th job advancement was added, would take you, like, maybe a couple hundred hours. of grinding. Now you could get to like, on getting to like level 70, if you were like, if you were no lifer like me, it would take you like 2 months. I did it in I think a month because I was a no lifer. The average person would take like half a year or even a full year. People that had a social life. Oh good, well he died again. But now you can get to like level 70 in like 2 days, and like level 200 within like in like a few weeks. And I think that's better. Some people are like, oh, that's so stupid. You know what's stupid is grinding for hours at a time to get a single level with minor stat improvements. But hey, on the flip side, MapleStory, like 90% of the maps are filled with bots just killing everything with a hack that vacuums all the enemies to them. And if you interfere with that, you'll get banned. Because you're taking advantage of someone else hacking. Like, you're also reaping benefits from it. Don't play MapleStory. Long story short. They are trying to revive it by doing a classic one, and my friends, like, bringing back the classic version. My friends are like, oh, we should play. I'm like, yeah, no. I value my time a lot more than I did back then. Despite the fact that, no? Yeah, despite the fact that, like, they have, like, less time than I do. Less free time. And, like, maybe if the experience rate's, like, 10 times what it was back then, even then, I don't know if I'd be, like, willing to grind out, like, 1 level per hour once we get, like, past the 70s. Oh, and all that was also not accounting for, like, kill stealing and people taking maps from you. Because there was only 20 channels per server. There was a few servers, but, like, once you're in a server, you can't change it unless you pay, like, I think $40? And even then, like, you weren't always able to change servers. That was something they added later. I'm gonna stop talking about MapleStory. It's making me depressed. I'm not as nostalgic for it as some people are. Even though, like, it was my first bite into, like, fame. Kind of like, you know how, like, a YouTuber becomes famous for the first time, or a streamer? Like, that's the rush I felt from, like, doing good in that game. And, like, getting a reputation. But in retrospect, it was so small. Kind of like how being a YouTuber is really small, unless you're getting, like, millions of views. You're basically a Z-lister, even if, like, you have, like, 10,000 subscribers. Hell, even if you have 1 million subscribers, you're still kind of a Z-lister, if you think about it. These guys are rough. Jesus, how are they hitting me? You can actually get past this part without killing these dudes. You have to, like, drag them to the front, I think. I need to split them apart. Also, I know I should speak for myself. I don't even have, like... I'm just short of 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I don't even have 100 followers on Twitch. Much less 100 subscribers. But it's fine. Like I said, I scratched the itch of doing it just for fame. With MapleStory.
Not enough mana.
Guys really suck there. Goddamn, their freaking, what do you call it? Inferno does such an absurd amount of damage.
Greetings.
Also, if you're still here after hearing my life story, thanks. Appreciate it. And by life story, I mean from when I was like 15 to 20 years old. Uh-oh, I'm in a bad spot. Ah, you don't got your leader anymore, do you? Kind of disturbing how caked up those demons are. Alright, let's take on Diablo himself.
Not even death can save you from me.
What a badass line. Oh, he killed all three of them. Uh-oh. I knew I was dead the second that hit me. Or the second he started using that in my direction.
What do you need?
We could take him. Also, there's no more ladder-only unique items, just ladder-only rune words. And honestly, with a couple of exceptions, like, none of them are, like, make or break for a build.
Not enough mana.
Jesus Christ, Diablo. I just said two opposites. Jesus Christ, Diablo.
Hail to you, champion.
Instantly kills them. They do a lot of damage to him, though. Oh dear. Jesus, they die as soon as they spawn. Did you just shatter my goat? Sounds like a very stupid made-up game show. Did he just shatter my goat?
What do you need?
Da, 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 da. No, wait, that's the theme of Will It Blend? Hey, you know what? Will my goats blend? That is the question. Jesus, this is rough. We'll beat him, but like... summon builds are always rough against Diablo. Stop it! Stop it! One or two more running in and out should do it. Still pressing.
Hail to you, champion.
I should also fill that up. Wait for it. There it is, that sound.
I see you.
Eglaws, I think? Or no, it's a broadsword. It's Ice and Hearts, which does 17 to 18 damage. Once again, I want to remind everyone that I can't name half of the US presidents off the top of my head, but I know shit like this. Fuck.
What do you need?
What's the damage on this? This does do a lot of cold damage, though.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
Fucking Blaze. That might be the worst, like, sorceress skill in the game.
What do you need?
Even funnier that there's like a unique gem, the Rainbow Faucet one. Rainbow Facet, fuck it, whatever the fuck. And what it does is when you level up, it gives you like Blaze. Cool. Not gonna do shit. So I guess like it does last a while, because it's like what, level like 30 or 40 or 50 Blaze? But it's doing no damage. Just showing off. Though to be fair, none of the Rainbow Facet things, you're not using any of them for like anything other than the elemental like percent stuff. Unless you're a griefer and you have like Poison Nova on Death. That's not gonna kill most people. You know what I miss? When Decker Kane was here. I forgot what version it was. But ever since Resurrected came out, it's always here, which is annoying. I miss when he was right here, next to the stash, and well, I guess then he keeps going next to the stash, and he might not be able to use it. Whatever.
What do you need?
Make him stand here. Magic, fine. But I don't really need it. I also have like chance cards here. If I really wanted the magic font. Not even, and I have like a 34 one. Mala looks like a koala. There's a Deckard Cain song, and that's one of the lines he spits. Oh, I remember constantly like going in and out trying to get like barbarian warcry like javelins. It's like the poor man's call to arms. Only for barbarians, of course, though. Those nowhere near as good as call to arms. Quell cake. Quell cake, but I like calling him Quell cake. Not because it's caked up, but because it sounds funny. Oh yeah, Neelathak, the necromancer.
Well, well, the siege. Yes. I am qual.
God, Act 5 is so cool. I would lose my mind if they added an Act 6, but I don't know where they could go with that. Like... No, seriously, I don't know where they would, like, go with that, like, realistically. Like, I could think maybe, like... the heavens, like, where Diablo 3 went, for its, initial final act, but... that wouldn't make sense lore-wise. Like, they'd have to be ignoring Diablo 3, and I don't think they want to do that. Also, what demon would you even fight? You can't fight, Belial or Asmodan, which doesn't sound as cool as Asmodeus. And they added Lilith in Diablo 4, even though she's, like, just a reskin of Endariel in this game, but, like, they straight up added her in, Diablo 4. She's the main villain in it, I think, right? Again, I never played it, and I have no interest in it. After the way launch Diablo 3 burned me. Plus, it just didn't look interesting. Diablo 4. Probably be some other unhurt demon we don't know about. That's if they do it, though. A lot of people are worried about how they'll handle the story if they do. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, they're gonna ruin it because modern day Blizzard writing. Who cares, as long as the gameplay is good. Not a lot of people play Diablo 2 for the story. Also, it'd be interesting seeing a new hireling, potentially, since Act 4 doesn't have one. It's not, like, guaranteed. But I feel like if they added a new hireling, they would obviously make it, like, overpowered and, like, the best one, easily, as opposed to being, like, equal to the Act 2 one. You might say, well, Wolf, what about the barbarians? They didn't completely, like, overshadow the Act 2 one whatsoever, even after the buffs and resurrected. But, like, that was back then. Nowadays, everyone tries to sell overpowered shit. Like, this character that I'm playing right now is a better version of the Summon Necro and a Summon Druid. His spell casting side seems like it's a better version, could be wrong, of, like, a Hammerden. Who's already a better version of a Bone Necromancer. And then melee side, I don't know, maybe he outclasses like Barbarian and like Javazon too. You know what? It's not the worst thing because I'd rather that than like having like super underutilized or mostly ignored like skill trees. Again, like defensive auras on Paladins. Somehow the most popular character in the game, like just a little ahead of the sorceress, entire skill tree almost completely ignored. Outside of synergies. I could try to imbue that actually. A smart man would wait till like way later to imbue it, but I'm not a smart man. I might do it like right after we kill Shank the Overseer and grab the waypoint. God, Act 5 is so cool. I actually got Diablo 2 after, I think around after when Lord of Destruction came out, but I didn't get Lord of Destruction for like a few months. I think I was also playing Diablo 1 like around when Diablo 2 was already out as well. I was too busy playing StarCraft, and of course as a kid, we couldn't just get every game ever. Like you had to like play the same game for like half a year. Like you'd get like anywhere from 2 to 4 games per year, depending on like your birthday and Christmas. And that's if you're like not like poverty. If you're in poverty, then you're probably playing the same game all year. If you even have a game system at all. But yeah, like I think on the NES, I had like 2 games, just Mario, Duck Hunt, Double, and Kirby's Adventure. SNES, I had like 5 or 6 games. N64, I had like not even. I think maybe I barely had 10 games. PlayStation 1, if I didn't mod ship it and like learn how to copy, like burn games, because I was a destitute kid. Not really, but like, you get my point. Like, I could barely get any games per year. Besides that, I had like maybe like 3 or 4 actual PS1 games. I only had like 3 games on the Game Boy Color. And like on the PC, I only had like StarCraft, Brood War, Diablo, Diablo 2, and Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. Like, I think even though, like, I grew up with, like, all those systems, I didn't really become a gamer until the GameCube. Also, I didn't have a TV in my room either, so like I couldn't really play the games as much as I wanted. I'd only get to play like a few hours a week, which is good. That's actually good parenting on my parents' part. Once the GameCube era came around, though, like I kind of got to the point where I could kind of play as much as I wanted, like while I was home. And that was also around the time. Well, even a little before that was StarCraft and Diablo.
Impossible.
What?
Hello.
Oh, right, the other thing that's ladder exclusive, completely going back to this game, is the ability to upgrade set items from like exceptional to elite, but like I don't really see the point. Upgrading unique items from like exceptional to elite, I believe, is not exclusive to ladder anymore. That one actually is significant though. Let me get a level up, then we'll go to the we'll do the Charcy quest. The higher level you are, the better stuff you get, so I mean, clearly I'm not high enough level to get something crazy, but when the hell did I drink from that well twice? Oh yeah, these things look so cool, but they're like, they don't do, there's no point to them. Or at least there was no point to them, but like, I imagine with, terror zones, they probably have a point in them. And I guess they kind of like reused the way those look for, Uber Tristram, like the pre-Uber Tristram part. I will laugh if they add the Rezard into the game. The G. Fraser backwards enemy. That was basically a prank that the Ariat Summit played on the players. What the hell is the point of this door? There's like a giant opening around it. That's so silly. I've learned now to just let a goat die before I cast a new one because always gonna revive. It's always gonna go in the wrong order, and I'm gonna spend like 1 billion mana until I recover that one. The one that's hurt. Also, call me slow, but I just noticed that my summons now have sides. And, they have Frenzy. They always have sides? Look, call me blind, but again, like, I wasn't paying attention. I thought they were like, using, morning stars or like the other goats. Probably should have revived Wahid ages ago.
Hello.
Stay a while and listen.
I'll keep it playing. Well, he just... Did we revive him? Because he just died instantly if we did. I have no idea if we revived him and he died instantly. Aren't even the hardest enemies in this act. Those are like the bull dudes that like have frenzy. The succubi are also pretty annoying. If you have more mana than health, whenever you cast spells, it really fucks you up. I think it takes your health. Luckily, most people don't. I back the Unleashed. It's kind of silly when you think about it, but it also sounds badass. This is what you call a super unique enemy, in that, like, super uniques are enemies that are always there. Like, they're not randomized. Like, they always appear in a specific zone. Hey, we're on that website, the Ariat Plateau. Lasher? Really? Fuck out of here. I guess I could technically, like, take a lasher, too, and, like, have him, like, lash my goats, but I wouldn't do that. That's disgusting. I could do console members, can't I? Maybe it's not as good as the Smith, but it's fun. Yellow Flame Finger or Turk Ice Fist. That's funny. Oh dear, he has might. Remember when I was supposed to go through, like, get a level up and then, go get the Smith? Technically, I could hotkey my potions to, like, my side buttons on the mouse. So I don't even have to, like, have the keyboard in front of me. I did that at some point. The last time I was playing. I'm not getting any experience. So what kind of area would Act 6 even be? Well, we already mentioned, like, the potential thing that they're definitely not going to do. Because we already have, like, I guess Badlands, right? We already have, like, a jungle, a plains. Yeah, we got a jungle, we got plains, we got, a desert. Well, I guess technically, both Act 4 and parts of Act 5 could be considered Badlands, right? Maybe not. Maybe it'll be like more like town-like. Kind of like Act 5 in Diablo 3. I mean, the closest we get to that in this game is like the last parts of Act 3, right? I don't think you could lifesteal these dudes, which sucks. Doesn't matter right now, but it would matter if Wahid was here. Here's the tough guys. I don't know what they have to do with the moon, but... And here's this succubi. That thing above my head is their debuff, where if you have more energy than health, when you cast spells, you take damage. That's how I think it works. I don't think I've ever had that be a problem. Another reason why the energy stat is awful. Well, I guess that you could run into that if, like, you have, like, 2 Stones of Jordan and, like, stuff like that. They're called harlots? That's funny. I mean, they are succubi, so it's still funny. Could you tell I didn't care about, like, half of the, like, lore and, like, visuals in this game when I was a kid? I just liked it for the gameplay loop. Almost accidentally saving exited. Oh, this is gonna be rough. If they die, I die the instant they die. Bulls versus goats. Who would win? Well, with enough revives, the goats. Not sure that would be the case in real life. I do do have to go to the frozen river at some point. But I kind of just want the waypoint right now. Also, I didn't know what the fuck a harlot was when I was like 11. Listen to the Yeti. Well, this looks like it's gonna be not fun. Once again, because I pressed the button like a fraction too early, I got punished, and it revived the wrong one. Take care of the Moon Lords first, because those are the dangerous ones. Sure picked a boring character for my first Diablo stream. Chill for me, boring for everyone else. Still not quite close enough to level. Did you just die already? You're making me look bad. Wonder if anyone got that right. Is my camera so high up? I'm iceberging in the cold area. Still high up, I don't care.
Greetings.
Cake?
Afternoon.
afternoon.
One maximum damage ring? At this point of the game? Really? I really want the level. That's another cute benefit to dumping like all your stats into Vitality. Besides the fact that it's like the only stat worth dumping everything into once you have requirements for gear. Like, it makes it so that you run out of stamina a lot later. Again, I wish they would buff the energy stat a little. Maybe make it boost damage for like magic attacks by a little. And have it have like breakpoints to balance that out. So like at 50 energy it gives like a 10% boost for like all types of like magic and elemental attacks. Kind of like strength or like dex boost damage in some ways. And then like at 100 it gives 15, and then like if you're a lunatic and get to 200 it adds 20, but then like after that like it really diminishes. Not that you're gonna have that much, but like I don't think that's good enough either. Like people would still rather have health. It's a tough thing to balance, honestly, so I get them leaving it alone, but it's kind of tragic. You might as well just remove the stat, honestly. Because there's no reason to add it as it is, and it's just a beginner's trap. Might as well finish the Anya quest line before you do the smithing one. We also need to give Wahid something a little better. Yeah, he got this, but that it's really not enough. Also, his equipment's pretty outdated. Not that there's much better you could give him, like, by a significant portion. So, that's pretty significant. The damage and the health. I'm happy with my weapon for now. Honestly, if I could just get like a Heart of the Oak, that'll carry the hammered in the druid and this character. And unlike old school Diablo 2, you have a shared stash. You're gonna have to drop the item, exit a game, and rejoin it, and pray you don't disconnect, or pray you don't do it at a weird time so that the game doesn't stay up. Fun facts, well, not a fun fact. Tragic. My cousin's second cousin decided to self-transfer a jaw ruin like that, which is insanely risky. It's probably like the second most valuable ruin in the game. And he got disconnected and he was trying to call my first cousin to save it to get his jaw ruin for him, but my first cousin was taking a dump at the time, and there was no cell phones back then, or most kids didn't have cell phones back then either. But like, after he finished, he called him back, he's like, "You owe me a jaw ruin, man." It's your fault for doing something risky. But that's how it was, man. And I get it's something that they can't change at this point. But like, one thing that I think Diablo 3 does better than Diablo 2 is everyone having separate drops. Because like, it prevents people from like really getting upset and like going crazy trying to pick stuff up before someone else might say, "Oh, that's fun. That's a fun aspect of it." But then if one person has like a auto pickup mod or something, like, one, there's no way to prove it, and two, that sucks for everyone else involved. I don't know if that's still a thing in Resurrected. It probably is, though. I mean, if they did it for the original, it's probably like... And people are even more savvy nowadays, it's almost certainly a thing. Well, that's actually pretty good.
I'll put that to good use.
Later on, they made it in Diablo 3 though that like items were like down to your account, I think. And that was to combat the auction house. And honestly, that was more the fault of the auction house than the core idea that they introduced. So fuck the auction house. It literally killed Diablo 3 at launch. For everyone other than whales. Not Shank. Maybe it is. It doesn't look like that, though. Rosenstein. Temptress. Love these names.
Hero, Neelathak did this to me.
Neelathak! And this is where he bounces. And until you free her, you can't gamble anymore. I think actually he bounces like as soon as you get to the the crystalline passage, or even the crystal passage.
Evening.
Shiny. Hey, let me use your portal. Hey, that's not nice. Also, I may not even have to do the smithing thing, 'cause she's gonna give me a personalized item, right?
You thank me.
That sucks. That is ass. At least we get a second reward.
Thank. How may I be of help?
That'll help when we get to nightmare mode and have negative 50 to all resists. And hell mode when you have negative 100 to all resists. You didn't see that? Outer cloister.
These sisters succumbed so readily to the call of anguish.
I've already been here. Why are you saying that? Oh my god, it's a slaughter. That's probably the most fun thing about being like a summoner when you go back to like a low level area. You just run through and all your summons just kill everything. Granted, spellcasters could kind of do that too. Maybe not Hammerdins because like of how annoying hammers are to like aim. But, like even sorcerers take like a lot of damage, funny enough, in normal mode. Like just teleporting or running through. Mainly running through. Teleporting, like your defense doesn't get shot to hell. Or like bone necromancers. But even then, it's like you have a hireling that just slaughters everything. But especially like on a summon necromancer or like summon druid and now the warlock, you just run around and everything is just killed. Unfortunately, there's nothing of value you really get from this. Like the best drop you'll probably get is a chipped gem. Found the wrong thing. Here he is. Hey, they gave him pants. Solomon Grundy want pants too.
With proper implants.
Pretty sure he was like bare ass in the original Diablo 2.
Oh,
Please skills. Not the skills I want, but especially since I've been told the tainted one is useless. Honestly, I prefer the summon Goatman.
oh, hi there.
It was worth a shot. And she gave me something better than fucking Act 5's Anya gave me. Oh yeah, my sorceress had a gull dagger. I didn't know that. I swapped the weapons and I saw it. Found the path. just gotta find the other exit. Night Lust. This thing? Ew. I guess it's like a bara daddy for some furries. Don't ask how I know that terminology. I hate that I know it. What have I done? What have I done? Well, he's dead. My goats are dying. That sounds like something you would say in real life, actually. It would be really unfortunate, but it would be something you would say. Or hear, rather. I could throw him for a loop. Oh good, they came back to life. Oh shit. Oh, fuck me sideways. Oh, we got a waypoint.
Good afternoon.
Why are my fingers on WASD? Wrong game. I don't even play games that require that. I just use a controller. I know it's more optimal, but I don't give a fuck. All ruined. I need it. I don't really need it, but I want it. Oh shit. Oh. I need distractions. How the hell am I gonna take on the freaking ancients? I can't enter and leave against them. They disappear and like get back to full health if you do that. I just have to like stock up on potions and keep Wahid healthy. Uh-oh. Oh, that's where the G. Frazier thing is, supposedly. The Reservoir. Basically G. Frazier backwards. But Wolf, if you just run past everything, you'll be underleveled. Here's the thing, things aren't really giving me experience at this point. Or not enough, rather. Wait, why did the map change positions? What? What? Have to fix that. Not exactly in a position to do so right now. Where's a gem? I don't see a gem. Fuck the gem. Why did it change his position? So let's get the Ancient's Way, Probably going to be a good character to rush people with, because A, you have a teleport, B, you have summons. And, at least in normal mode, your summons are going to eviscerate everything. Probably in Nightmare, too. Like the right gear. Possibly in Hell mode, but I wouldn't count on it. At least not for the last part of the game. Okay, this place is kind of risky to run around in, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm stupid like that. And I ran right into a dead end. That's where my portal is, so if I come out of there, I am good. Pink MP potion, so I could create distractions. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Cool, resist the fire shrine where there's enemies that just breathe ice on me literally right in front of me. That's where I have to go. Looks like a waypoint on the map. That's a, oh, it is. Okay, okay. Yikes. Still using the rope. We're only in Act 5.
Hello.
That's not enough. I don't know what is.
Greetings.
You know, it'd be a nice quality of life upgrade if they made it so that exceptional elite belts could increase how many potions you could have.
Afternoon.
Okay. Now's the moment of truth.
Yes?
Good morning.
What could I put into that? That's cute, but it's not enough. And none of these other things do anything. I don't really want to waste a rune. And again, I don't want to use any of these things. Also, most of these are a lot better than he deserves right now. Okay, let's see how this pans out. Also, isn't the new, Uber endgame thing the Ancients? That's a good idea, in my opinion. That's a very good idea. The Filer might be interesting, but I don't know. We want to kill this guy because he does Whirlwind. Then we kill this guy because he throws shit. This guy doesn't really matter. He does jump attack. actually not all that tough compared to like regular enemies. What the fuck? Dude, this guy is a hard-on for me. Being able to direct the summons to one dude is probably why it's so good. Dude, stop jumping on me. I'm not into you. Oh wow, Wahid's almost taken out this guy all by himself. Madoff. And we should get an instant level up from this. As long as you're like below a certain level, you get a guaranteed level up. He blew up Wahid. Wahid turned into ice. You didn't join ice, he turned into ice. That's rough. Poor fella. Let me get him back. I wasn't paying attention to his health. I'm a horrible person. At least I acknowledge it. That's the first step.
Bestie.
Get the World Stone Keep 2 waypoints. God, I do not miss playing this with 56k modem. I did get cable shortly after, though. What a game changer to, like, the online experience.
I'll put that to good use.
Jesus! Vile witches, that they live up to their name. Wahid is so dead. Sorry, Wahid, I could barely keep myself alive. Oh, those are the filers that I could summon. Yeah, I did say they're the Act 5 only. What does E do? I'm pressing it, but I don't know what it does. Oh, it forces you to move. It is called force move. Right, when my when I had a I had a time when I had like I was recovering from carpal tunnel, and like I was moving like that to let my clicking like to reduce it because I was an addict. I'm still an addict, but I was back then too. Stop it. Oh yeah, these self-destruct dudes scared the bejesus out of me as a kid. Because when I got a new computer and like lost all my save data, I was only playing single player the first time. My friend introduced me to Cheat Engine, and like there was a God mode thing, and I just wanted to get past Act 5 as fast as possible. And like for some reason, those self-destruct enemies bypassed the God mode. So like I would freak out when they would like hit you because you would die, even though like nothing else could hurt you. I think that's like one of the only times I've ever like used God mode, like get through something.
The ain't.
We will bring back Wahid because it's cheap and it makes it easier to traverse. And how are we going to deal with Lister the Tormentor?
Evening.
You know what? At least it's not Obelisk the Tormentor. Then we'd truly be screwed. Obelisk could wipe his ass with Diablo. Actually kind of similar power-wise too, in that like the card God of Obelisk, I said God of Obelisk, which is the Japanese name. In America it's Obelisk the Tormentor. Like it could drive its wielder to end themselves if it doesn't deem them worthy. Kind of like how Diablo's Soulstone could corrupt someone. Also, if you AFK in like these areas in the Worldstone Keep, Bale will hit you with spells. Asshole. What the fuck was that, by the way? There was like some rubber banding lag. How am I lagging in this game 25 years later? What?
Yes?
My internet speed is like over 1,000 times faster than it was back in the day. It's probably server-sided. Probably because, like, it's filled to the brim with all these players, right? I have to get back my body. If I can't, that puts me in an awkward position where I have to leave and re-enter. found it. Okay, at least it's catching up. Your summoner is always like a couple levels behind you. Like, oh, like they're meant to rubber band. Speaking of rubber band. Gaijin Fury. That sounds badass. Think they know Meg? Normally I never go off to these sides, but I kind of just want to. So I get like 2 level ups before Bale. Oh my god, the freaking, big demon dudes from Act 4 are gonna be a problem. Besides Lister. Also, the console members are gonna be a problem. Oh, that one Ahmed dude that, like, the Act 2 mummy that, gives you, like, super AIDS and you have to go to Mala to, like, heal off that poison. Otherwise, you and all your, like, your summons are gonna die from poison. Lorenzo. The mosh pit. Oh, it's Achmel. Close enough. He's dead and it starts with a Ach. So it's Ahmed, the dead mummy terrorist. Wahid is so dying. We have to get out of here to heal the poison before Wahid succumbs.
Salutations.
You can also get past it without killing Lister, but it's such a waste of, like, experience points. Okay, it's time to fight, the father of Goku. It's Bardock, or Bartok, the bloody father of Goku. I hate that I know the next wave is going to go exactly a certain way. All of my team is going to die like in half of a second. I'm gonna have to keep exiting and entering. Jesus, there's still a lot of console members. Bartuk's almost dead, but I'm almost out of, like, healing potion. next wave is going to be so much more brutal.
Not enough mana.
Not even funny. Literally, Wahid and the 3 goats are going to die, like, faster than that snap. I'm not even kidding. Faster than that.
Afternoon.
I'm gonna stand here in hopes of like baiting a couple of them out. Oh good, we have to deal with these assholes too now. Where were you before? Oh, they have pants now, too. Doesn't Andariel also have pants now? And Blizzard's gone soft. I'm afraid we're gonna sexualize these demon spawns from hell.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
I got really lucky that they didn't just surround my team and spam fire breath. I feel like they did it just to be a contrarian, but to make me look stupid, and for no other reason. The game is stream sniping. Wow, you get 3 health per vitality on this character. Yeah, this character is made for success.
How may I be of help?
Like, unashamedly. How do you say it? Unashamedly? Unashamedly? I'm sorry, English is my first language. What, were you expecting me to say it's not? Well, it wasn't my first language, but it is basically my first language. These enemies look so cool. I guess I could technically, like, possess one of them too, right? With the level 30 skill? I don't know if I'd want to, though. Over, like, something that gives an aura. And that's where I run.
Hello.
Yes, warrior.
I think there was also a quality of life thing that lets you look at games at lower difficulties, right? Because previously it was a mistake to kill Bale until like you're level 40, because then you wouldn't be able to do Bale runs anymore, or you wouldn't be able to find them rather, unless you knew like you had like a low difficulty character. Like you'd have to swap to that to see if there's any games, then try to join before it's full, which would be a nightmare. Time. Always the wrong order. Love it. Just shoving potions down Wahid's throat. How's it always the like healthiest one that gets revived first? It's so stupid. It's unbelievable how consistently it does that. Like it's never been the other way around. No, it's not confirmation bias. And it just did it to spite me again. Fuck. What do they call it? Commentator's curse? Oh, Wahid. I don't have any potions for you, brother. How much did it cost? Oh, right, the cost went up because I started dumping points into the skill. Bale's gonna be.
Not enough mana.
Checking what their attack reading entails for how likely they are to hit these units.
What is it?
Is Milabrega's Brown? Like a shitty
Stay a while and listen.
low tier paladin set?
Good afternoon.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take the stats. We could use the hit recovery.
Good use.
Okay. Why are you laughing? I just killed your people. God, I hate that move. It drains all of your FP. Mana. Also hate that move because it pushes you away while freezing you. Guess who's dead? Dead again. Well, he's dead. Dead once more.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
But you can tell which one's the real one because of like where Demon is like placed. Also based on how much damage you're doing to him. God, I could control who attacks, who they attack. Also, those tentacles actually look kind of menacing and resurrected. In the original, they literally look like noodles. Uh-oh. I don't know he's gonna die in like a fraction of a second, but I need my boy.
Afternoon.
Wilkek's like, boy, am I glad you're not relying on one of my barbarians. Stop blowing up my goats. Blew up all of them, huh? I do hate that, like, the skill that, like, teleports to them is, like, it lines them up perfectly to all be killed together. Uh-oh. It's making it difficult to run to the portal. Well, you know I can just make a new one, right? Dumbass. The reason why he's the Lord of Destruction, not the Lord of Intellect. His brother Mephisto is actually the most intelligent, if I'm remembering correctly, even though he's the Lord of Hate. You would think that would make him the most irrational. And you think Diablo would be the smartest since he takes advantage of people's fears. I think he's the most conniving, if nothing else. I hate that his clone does full damage. That's so bullshit. And if you kill it, it'll just get another one. Boy, am I glad I'm not a summon necromancer, because I'd have to keep going to, like, back to Act 1 and, like, stocking up on, like, and using, like, dead bodies to, like, set up. I like how there's gold up there, like anyone gives a shit. And set up a portal. That's reckless. He's about to cry like a bitch. Wait for it. He cries like a little kid that dropped their ice cream. Except they actually deserved it in this case. One more time. We gotta do this with Wahid. Just in time to see me take down the final boss of the base game. Well, not the base game, it's the expansion, but like a non-super boss, rather. Cry! 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 Cry!
No destruction.
Get fucked. Slayer. I'm a full edgelord now.
The destruction. Yes.
The ancient...
Okay, now that we did that, I don't mind actually using stuff that I have. Mostly just for Wahid, right? Actually. Bygone set wouldn't be bad. I think I'm missing the, Bygone set would be perfect. I have to take it off my level 9 dueler, I think. I'm missing the shield and belt, a dupe of it, rather. You just make sure. Okay, yeah. I think I don't have enough strength for the shield, though. I could very easily... that fucking pick it there. What the hell's wrong with... Alright, which piece is it that gives strength? The gloves. Keep this here just in case. Yeah, like, you see the way I look right now? Like, in the original game, you would look like way more silver.
Yes?
Kinda sucks. That's, like, one of the only, like, graphical, like, disappointments with Diablo 2 Resurrected. Pretty good, too. What about rings? Not the worst thing. Well, that's solid. Just one of the skills. Why not? It's not great, but, like, for now, not terrible. Let me give him the lower lifesteal one. Sure. If I have anything for Wahid, I could give him this, honestly. I don't really know if I want to. That freaking ethereal corpse mourn. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, I only summoned two. You're a fan of Diablo 2. You probably already know what I'm gonna do. If you're not, you're in for a treat. Probably should have grabbed this last time. I like how I still haven't killed Blood Raven. That's the quest that lets you hire the Act 1 hirelings, which is like the bow girls. That guy's name Oozeweb? Ew. Wait, who?
Welcome.
Combine a portal with this kid's leg, and voila! Secret cow level, which according to StarCraft 1, which came before this, doesn't exist. There was a code called There Is No Cow Level. It was so menacing, I love it. And goofy. Literally just a dude going moo! Moo 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 moo. Moo 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 moo. There was a cheat code in StarCraft 1 called There Is No Cow Level that was making fun of a fake rumor in Diablo 1 where there was supposedly a secret cow level. There wasn't. And that code would basically skip to the next level in the campaign. But then, you know, Blizzard being, well, classic Blizzard being classic Blizzard, they made the cow level like a secret level. Oh, I'm sure it does. No, this is the first time I'm using this character. Normally I slaughter cows with like a Javazon or like a Bozon or something. But this character feels like it can do it all. Melee, magic, summoning. Well, I mean, I guess a necromancer could do two, and you know what? No, druid could do that too. I'm stupid. But shape-shifting druids were not so good. Fun, but not great. Werewolf druids were basically a worse Zeal paladin, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh no, we killed the Cow King. We can never make the cow level again. That's how it was in the original game. And then people would go ballistic. If someone killed a Cow King while you're in their party, it would count. And like, they would leave the party and hostile you, but hostiles can't go into the cow level. Many of fights were started over killing the Cow King. And he didn't even particularly have like a good drop rate. Like all he would, the Cow King like typically just drops like the Sanders set, which is like meh, like a super middle, not even like average necromancer set. Like the level requirement is middle, but. I am really glad that they gave this this character the Fire Nova attack, because like I remember that was like one of the like, or no it wasn't. I'm stupid. Fire Nova is Bale's attack. Electric Nova was the was the one in wait, was Fire Nova was in Diablo 1? Yeah, it's just Firewall was more broken. Goats versus cows, who would win? But yeah, the main point of the cow level, honestly, like at this point, is in Nightmare and Hell mode, it's like the best place to find socketed gear. Like, you go there with low magic find, and you're probably gonna find, like, good gear with sockets. Or good normal gear that you could put sockets in. And the other thing is, it's probably the best place to find, skill Grand Charms, because of just how many of them there are. And, like, they're in that level range. Nice one. What tremors? We need to get Kevin Bacon on this?
No.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but like at that point you might as well just do like the pit and stuff, right? Well, I guess now there's terror zones. Before the terror zones, it was like the pit, Chaos Sanctuary, were like probably the two best places, right? But not everyone could do Chaos Sanctuary. Whereas like the pit, like the only real threat is like the large group of enemies with bows and curse. Oh yeah, I completely forgot in Diablo 3 this. Instead of a secret cow level, they had like a My Little Pony level where like it's all like deadly ponies and like cupcakes and stuff. I appreciate them doing something different. Yeah, Whimsyshire. It's been like 10 years since I visited that place. More than 10 years, actually. Jesus, has it been that long? I forgot if there was like a Cow King equivalent there. Funny thing, the Cow King tells you to go there. He's like, they kicked me out of my home or something. There is now? I guess they added that way later. Kind of like how they added the thing where you could go back to Diablo 1 only at like the start of the year or something. That was very cool though. I like that. But yeah, once upon a time, cows were also the single best place to level up before Lord of Destruction. Like, all you would see is cow games. But then when they added Lord of Destruction, Bale and the Throne of Destruction became the best place to level. And also, like, Chaos Sanctuary once the game got to, like, its more recent version. I'm guessing the whatever that notification is only applies to L difficulty, like those areas. I'll have to try that out on a different character, because obviously this guy just got to Nightmare. God, I love that death sound. Oh yeah, like I'm running out of space with my collectibles. I also added another shelf. Those are all the amiibo. And I also have an aquarium for other figurines and another display case for other figurines. Right? I need more. I actually have like a handful of figurines pre-ordered as well. Oh, this is... I think... Tancreds? Tancreds? I think?
Greetings.
Yes?
Arcana, right. No, I'm so stupid. Tancreds is like the bone helmet one. Arcana set's trash though. Cathin's set is... The rings are incredible for like super early game melee, but then it's like a mage set. I'm so sad that the highest rune I had was Gull. I thought I'd at least have like a Vex rune or something. Yeah, I have like 5 or 6 scratching posts for the cats too, so they're content. Let's kill Pendleskin, and then let's kill that sounds wrong. And then let's do the Hellforge, and then we'll finish it. Until I'm ready to do like Uber Tristram or something. Once upon a time, people made a bot just to farm this boss. It's like he's right there, and he could drop anything, but they nerfed the hell out of his drops to the point where it's like not even really worth it anymore.
Good day. What do you need?
Oh yeah, no, like, with cats, you can't, like, if you put something somewhere, they're probably gonna knock it down if they can. Recently, like, one of them jumped up and knocked down a bunch of my cards, but luckily they were all in top loaders. Thank God. God, I hate the shrine. I didn't even read what it was. I clicked on it and then I regret it. Of course, it would be the fire shrine. The only shrine that gives you like that hurts you. Destroy phallic object. Kind of generic for all the ridiculous, like, unique names they have. I really like Diablo's design in this game. He looks kind of like dragon or dinosaur-like. In the first game, like, he's more like bipedally inclined, and in the third game, he's like, or I guess in the third game, it's a she, and it's also more bipedally inclined, but like they're also kind of like robotic-looking slightly. So I don't remember if he had like a tail in the first game or if he just had a bare ass. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I was meaning to watch it, so there was no sound. That sucks. Technical difficulties, am I right? Best part of being a streamer. Like last stream, or the last time you saw me doing a Diablo stream, I didn't realize that like the stream chat was behind my camera. Because I moved the position of the camera. That's nowhere near as bad though. Once upon a time, I didn't even have stream chat on the screen. Could be worse. That's a cool animation. Okay, one more thing. Let's kill Shank again. Shank and the dude above him. What the hell's this guy's name again? Eldritch? Eldritch? Eldritch. There's like an extremely rare, like, sorceress drop that's named after him. I believe it's for fire and lightning source. Could be wrong. Like it lowers enemy resists and stuff. Hell yeah. Ah, that was fun. Fucking love this game. Yeah, next time I play this will be when I'm ready to do Uber Tristram or something. Probably gonna be after Resident Evil 9. That's gonna be the next stream. So in like, I think it comes out in 9 or 10 days. But yeah, see you guys then. Hope you had fun. Take care. Peace.